What's up, guys? Dango here. Today we have something a bit special today. No, it's not an episode of Music Monday. As a matter of fact, it is Thursday, November 21st, 2024, at the time of recording this video. It's just a day after my birthday. And we're going to be doing something special. Before we get this video started, if you like what you see on the channel here, please subscribe. It means the world to me. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be taking a look at one of my oldest songs that I have ever, and it's known as Disregarding Faces. Now, Disregarding Faces was the first ever single release back in May of 2023 that I put out through DistroKid, I believe, at the time. And let's just say that the production was, it was not good. It was not very good. It was a short song. You see, this is the demo remix. I'm actually remixing the entirety of the beginning, and I'm putting out a deluxe remix and remaster very shortly on platforms, so stay tuned for that. I'll let you guys know when I have more details. But this is just the demo remix. Now, I haven't listened to this since I mixed it, but whenever I got my hands on the actual stems of this and just dug really deep into like what was so freaking bad about this and how easy it was to change it, it was insane. We're not only going to be looking at this from Windows Media Player Legacy, we're going to be going into Reaper, into the stems, into the actual project itself, and seeing what actually happened, what I actually did to make it better. Now, I will say it's not the best production ever. It's not the best mixing ever. You can't do much about a really crappy guitar tone, but we're going to, just listen to this, and this is the progress I've made. We're going to compare it to the original version. We're going to turn off all the effects, and we're just going to listen to it raw after this. Starts off on the left here. Okay.
Faces won't be good.
Added some
Legal taking long.
some like presence-based
People
reverb
seek no truth.
to the vocals.
Lying is the song. Honesty shall die. Time to see the fire. There's no reason why, except for mad desire. Oh no. Making all mistakes. Running from themselves. Feeling no regrets. Taking all that's left. Oh no. No notice. No traces. Disregarding faces. No notice. No traces.
It's like,
Disregarding faces.
alright, one thing about this so far that I'm noticing right now, and it's just something that, again, you can't do much about a really crappy guitar tone. That guitar tone lives in the higher mids, low mids frequencies. Sure, there's a lot of bass, but it's really focused in those high mids, and that's what's peaking, especially in the right ear here, with the guitar that's doing the arpeggio.
Notice. No traces.
Other than that, this is a lot better than how it was before. The drums and the bass are more like, rounded. The vocals stand out more. And the guitar tone is not as painful to listen to.
Disregarding faces. No notice. No traces. Disregarding faces. Your time is the witch. Money magic like a witch.
It does hit though.
Free me from this hell. Let me by myself. Take me till the end. Conscious is my friend. Pull me till I bite. Forcing me to fight. No notice, no trying. Suffering and dying. No notice, no traces. Disregarding faces. Ugh.
It's the frequencies in the lead. It's just so many high mids. It's like there's somewhere around 2.5 kHz that I had to cut out. 6 times there instead of 8. Interesting. Okay. Now, we're going to do something else here. Alright guys, so we are in the mix itself. We have the drum machine that I use. We have the bass. We have the lead guitar, rhythm guitar 1 and 2, pan left and right, and then we have the vocals. So I want to do, what I want to do is I want to listen to everything, all the effects just turned off, and we're just going to listen to how this is raw. Okay, immediately. It's like massaging my ears, the guitar tone. Jesus.
Patience won't be good.
Oh my god.
Legal taking long.
Okay, they were not this freaking loud.
People signal.
Jeez.
Honesty shall die. Time to see the fire.
This was recorded with a $15 condenser mic that was originally for a karaoke machine.
Running from themselves. Feeling no regret.
Just look at that. It's
Taking all that's left.
every
Oh, no.
freaking line.
No notice, no traces, disregarding faces.
Wow.
No notice, no traces.
That is just bad.
Disregarding-
Solo.
Ugh.
Universally had the solo pan to the left. That's all I really want to hear from this right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Now, hear me out, guys. I know it's a bit shitty of me to shit on my older stuff. You know, this was I feel like it's a love-hate relationship with these older tunes because I know they represented, you know, a time in my life where I was going through a lot of crap, and this is specifically about court cases and, you know, a lot of other things. There's a video that talks about that. It should be somewhere up here. Watch that video if you haven't already. It's from a while back. It was an interview that I did in April of this year, talking about every song on the album before it even came out. But this song, I think it represented a good, you know, it represented it well. This is also my first single that I ever put out, and the first ever, like, recording I ever did of, like you know, with, like, an interface and an actual DAW, which, by the way, I was using BandLab at the time. That's not really a real DAW if you're a production snob like I am now. But it was what I had, and it was free, and I didn't know of any other free DAWs until Boga Boga told me about Reaper, and I started using that after the making of TBI. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to listen to the TBI remix of Disregarding Faces, the album version itself. I will say this mix was, I mixed this in about July of 2023, so yeah, like a year and a half ago just about. And even still, my mixing skills were not nearly as good as they are now. So we're gonna give this a listen. I haven't listened to this for a long time since I mixed it, so probably over a year ago. Okay, already there's a big amount of low end in both of these guitars, but one thing I will say, another thing about the demo is that the performance was not tight at all. In this version, I'm noticing the performance is a lot tighter. Drums are also different.
Faces won't be good. Legal taking long. People seek no truth. Lying is a song. Honesty shall die.
And again, I was using BandLab to mix this.
Time to see the fire.
The vocals are a lot
There's a reason why.
better in the mix.
Except for Matt Desire,
where they
oh
should
no.
be. They're not too loud.
Making all mistakes. Running from themselves. Feeling no regrets. Taking all that's left. Oh no. No notice. No traces. Disregarding faces. No notice. No traces. Disregarding faces. No notice. No traces. Disregarding faces. notice, no traces, disregarding faces. Time is a wish.
Alright, one thing I'm going to say about this guitar tone, which is like the biggest thing about, from my ears, my hearing perspective, the guitar tone was from my direct into my Boss Katana. This tone was completely inspired. Actually, wasn't inspired at all because I didn't make the tone. This tone I got from one of those Boss Katana tutorial videos on YouTube on how to get the Metallica Black Album tone. It sounds nothing like it. That's just how the Boss Katana is. You can't emulate very well with certain tones on the Katana, which, don't get me wrong, in some cases you can. And this was a pretty close resemblance between the Black Album tone, but just not close enough.
Money magic like a witch. Free me from this hell.
It sounds like I tweaked it a little bit too.
Let me by myself. Take it to the end. Conscience is a friend. Pull me till I bite. Forcing me to fight. No notice, no trying. Suffering and dying.
Vocals are a
No
lot better.
notice, no traces. Disregarded faces.
Performance on everything in this version are a lot better. Who gives a shit?
Ugh.
No wah pedal. Just here in the right ear, like a scrape of like a muted string. That's cool. It's funny. I know I screwed it up, but it still sounds good. Alrighty. So the difference between this mix and the demo was obviously the guitar tone. The bass tone was pretty much the same. I used the same bass. I had the Glary Precision bass with I think it was a Fender P-bass pickup in it. I can't remember what it was called though. But that was a decent bass tone. Again, I was using direct into the bass tone and then using like the BandLab like amp sims. I was using the BandLab drum machine. Also used the Boss Katana for the guitar tone. I have like this $20 condenser mic that I still use, or a dynamic mic that works actually pretty well for vocals, and that made it sound a lot clearer. Honestly, a lot of things to note between these two is just the performance. Mostly the performance. I remember this song was still in a rough state when I sort of just sat down on the floor with my laptop and my Focusrite and my Les Paul and sort of scrapped the whole thing together. But then when I had this version cut out, I had a lot more of a clearer vision of how I wanted it to sound, how I wanted it to look, as far as production went and everything. If you made it this far, thank you. And you know what? You actually are going to get a reward, because as part of the video, as an extension of this video, I'm going to show you what I'm working on now. This single doesn't come out for another 3 months at the time of recording this video. It's November 21st. This thing comes out on January 20th. So this is going to be something interesting that's going to be exclusive to this video. So here we go. So what I'm going to show you guys is my upcoming single, Drama Queen. That's out on platforms January 20th. Please pre-save if you haven't already. I will put the link in the description below. But this is just an example of my more recent mixing. I still have to do some revisions to this. This was mixed about 6 months ago, maybe a bit less. Probably more like 4 months ago. Was mixed about 4 months ago, and this is one of the first songs I recorded for my next upcoming album, which has got 15 songs, and you can see them all here. And we're not going to listen to the whole thing. I'm going to go through some parts. But this is just a little bit of a sneak peek, and I think specifically at 3 minutes, really good representation of the drums and the bass going together. Although it's a simple part in the song, it leads up to the solo, so yeah. This drum fill with this guitar tone. Oh, that rhythm tone too. That's all I'm going to show you. I'm not going to show you the end of the song. This is the rough master, the first master. I'm going to actually go back to the pre-master, remix that, and then master it again later on. One of the biggest things and the barriers and like how I mix is these headphones. These are not good headphones to mix. And pretty soon I'm going to be doing a gear review video over the AGK, I think it's 371s. Okay, yeah, the AGK K371 first class headphones. It's like about $150, but this was recommended to me by Boga Woga. Those are the headphones he uses to mix with, and they've got a pretty neutral frequency response. All these 15 songs that you cannot see the names of are going to be remixed, and Drama Queen comes out on January 20th. That's less than 90 days away. No. That's 2 months away. 2 or 3. Comment down below. It's just really, it's kind of weird, you know, in reflection, looking back at my older mixes, it kind of humbles me, you know, it kind of puts me where I'm at, you know, like how crappy it really is, but at the same time, it shows how far I've come when I compare it to stuff I've done, you know, more recently, compared to, you know, way back in like May or April of 2023, whenever I didn't even know what mixing was, so, or how to make a good guitar tone. I mean, back then I was using for the demo, I was using a Boss ME80 directly into my Focusrite for my guitar tone, and same with the bass tone as well, you know, and that was just like horrible. Oh my god. Don't ever have a multi-effects pedal that's not like the Line 6 Helix into direct, because it won't work, and it won't, most likely it's not going to sound very good. There are some exceptions if you really know how to hone the tone, if you know what I'm saying. If you really know how to dial in that good tone, then feel free, you know. But yeah, the beginning is going to get a completely different sound to it pretty soon. I have just finished the remastered version of it, and we're going to have some unreleased, never heard before tracks on there, so I'm really excited for this. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all learned something from it. If you don't take anything else from this video, take away this. Practice doesn't make perfect, it makes progress. When you practice performance, when you practice mixing, it pays off. When you practice music in general, it will pay off, and you will see results slowly, but you will see them surely. Thank you all for watching this video. Pre-save my new single, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.